Shalom and good day all. This is Tehillim29 back again. This time I'm trying something a little bit different. Something I did last month and I'm doing this month, but this time I've called it something a little bit different and I'm calling it the Solicitation Station, to which I'll get to talk about comic book solicits. And of course, our comic books solicits are starting off with the DC Comics. I don't know who is here or who has made it, but I really am thankful to all my subscribers as you help make this possible. So, starting off, let's get started to the DC Connect and what they've got to solicit for May. As you can see, we've got the cover here for May, and we've got Tom Taylor's new comic book front and center for a new Man of Steel for an era. Well, technically he's not a new Man of Steel, he's still a Super Son. It is, in fact, one of my faves of the Super Sons, John Samuel Kent. And the title of the book is called Superman, Son of Kal-El. I don't like the title, as I mentioned before in one of my videos that I put up. Hey, good to see you, Xavier. I did send a StreamYard link to this to your DM, so feel free to join. And as I've pointed out before, I just don't like the title of this. So moving into what's inside, this is just some of the prelude stuff. And now we actually get to some of the variants that we have here. One variant here that I really love is, of course, the one with Damian Wayne with John. It's the best. Okay, I'll wait for you to get here then. I'll still continue as I'm talking about this. And I really enjoy this particular one, which is over here. And it's in their Super Sons costumes. It's absolutely fantastic. I love it. I enjoy it. And I've already let my LCS know that I want to collect this run, even though I still disagree with the title. At least it covers one of my favorite Super Sons, which is John Samuel Kent. And the best that he has been in is in regards to John Samuel, with Damian Wayne and John Samuel Kent in the Super Sons. Hey,
hello.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I'm just talking about slight echo there. So which comics are you waiting for to come out in this?
I'm looking for the Tom Taylor book, only for John Kent, because you mentioned in your I'm looking for John Kent, because I want Tom Taylor to get a letter. But I don't want to try to tell John Kent for the rest of it. That defense is terrible. Terrible. Seriously, we need to do it, John.
Yes, we know how much damage that Brian Michael Bendis has done to one of our favorites. All care of the so-called unlovely performance by Dan Didio.
Don't mind me.
Still not happy with it, along with many others.
Same. I just went there with the DA John. Why can't they DA him?
I know. I totally agree with that. And I'd love to see the title of this series to be changed to Superboy, Son of Kal-El, not Superman.
I would be all for that. We'd have to. It would be cute. We could
reason-
Robert Center Batman back in the day.
Yeah, the reason I'd changed the title, as I brought up on my video, which I covered on this particular title that came out recently, or the revealing of this title,
Yeah.
is that I think they would have been wiser to mirror what Patrick Gleason did.
Yeah, the Robert Center Batman series.
Yeah, I think that would have been great because you could literally do, say, another Super Sons omnibus, like out of an event like this. And if the title was, say, changed to Superboy, Son of Kal-El, you could do a Super Sons omnibus which entails Damian Wayne. So you've got the Robin, Son of Batman, and you've got all that in one omnibus. But on top of that, you've got this one in that omnibus as well. So it would be Superboy, Son of Kal-El.
Yeah.
And that in itself would be 100% perfect marketing. Not only that, it also appeals to Super Sons readers like ourselves.
Yep.
Like, even if this does end up with maybe, say, 12 issues, just for a rough guess.
Mm-hmm. And what as well, this would actually tie in to the Robin series.
Yeah. Exactly. And that is a very good and valid point there.
Yeah.
And therefore, we could have a Super Sons omnibus like that put together.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be fantastic to see.
Agreed.
Right.
Plus,
All right.
yeah.
Moving to some of the art that we've got here.
To Jonathan on the moon. Wait,
Yep.
yeah, I think it's the moon. Like, can you zoom in for a sec? Well, try zooming in.
Oh. The panels are nice, but I look forward to what it will be like when it's in color.
Same.
That'll be the key thing.
Yeah.
One thing else that we also see here, we've got John actually talking with
His father. What's
his
Superman?
good old dad.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta look at your 10 yourself in a way, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, I've not received my latest issue of Action Comics yet in the mail, so but I have read it digitally, so I've already paid for it. I did like the idea of seeing the scene of Damian Wayne and John together, but I'd still prefer him to be John to be de-aged.
You mean both. I said in my review of that issue, and I went John DA because it blew my mind that we want Tim and John for crap, but they make it to go older. But John still ate him for garbage. Like it should be that opposite. Like John should have been at the 11 years old by now. James should be 14.
Hey, if you want to rant about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying
That's
to
one of the things about Rainbow Press and comics.
Like it just blew my mind that we lost the 10-year boy, and he should. It's one out of 8, John, out of 5, but we ate him up to 11. Like 11 years make more sense. The game be 14 years old. Problem solved. No, we can't get rid of the bullshit. Because fuck you. I think that's why we could. People like we can't have 10 years old. We got $4 for crap.
I know.
Yeah.
But still, I'm going to continue on with reading this. I've got no interest in picking up this next one.
Oh, yeah, the 40.
Superman and the Authority, which is by Grant Morrison.
Yeah.
I do like the Grant Morrison Batman and Robin run.
Same.
Because that is where we actually got Damian officially in. And yeah, when we do see him, he's a bit cocky, but he's not always cocky either.
Yeah, that was the first introduction.
I'll bring up some things too once we start to reach the Robin issue, which I really hope Joshua Williamson will also start to bring into the story of Robin.
Yeah.
I've already got my review uploaded for it. It's going up. It'll be going up. Would be my Friday, which would be your Thursday. This is some of the art for it. It looks a bit meh.
That was good for me. I like the artwork. Here's the thing. I find it 40 concern. Wait, go back up a sec with the 40. I do want to see that team a sec. Here's the thing. I find it 40 concern. The 40 anybody wants from why I have the team. Why men's at the back of the team? That confused the hell out of me. I have all the kids to join the team. Why men's at the black? 1, he's an asshole. 2, your own son, Clark, did you forget that? 3, I don't understand the why he mentioned about it on the team. Like, Midnight and Apollo, fine. They were on the 40. They were the 40. Steel, okay. The Titans, okay, that's cool. I don't know who the other two people are. I see Enchanted, I never see that on the team. Wait, can you try zooming in for a sec?
Zoom in a little bit more? I certainly can.
Yeah, okay. What's the one at the OMAC, which I didn't expect the character to ever come back. I thought OMAC would have one and done character. Thing he was created by Jack Kirby.
Maybe he thinks that OMAC might work in a authority type world.
Makes sense. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Like, I got more than
the Superman costume here.
It looks like it comes to man. New 52.
Yeah, it does. So
yeah,
that was the thing I was going to point out. It looks like very much a new 52 costume.
Yeah, kind of Kingdom Come but fused together. I don't know. We should. Apparently, that book is supposed to set up in the Son of Carol stuff and put the Action Comics. I don't know how that's supposed to work. Who knows?
Well, yep. As we move on to the Action Comics one.
Yep.
We've got 1033. I'll probably be picking this one up as well. It's still on my list.
Same.
Because I want to see what happens here. I don't know if I'll review the backstory in it.
I don't care about the backup. You're not missing much. It's good minute stuff. Yeah, whatever.
I'm thinking I might miss the next backstory of both of the DC and the Action. When I cover them in my next review. But by what I read of the latest Detective, not this one, but the latest one that came out. I love that John variant.
Yeah, John variant was cool. I don't know what that variant one, the top one, not the Superman.
Yeah.
Well, besides John, there are two other variants. Like, go back over a sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that one. I don't know what that one, but that would be Connor. Yeah, confused by that one.
Quite likely.
Yeah, who knows? John Cameron's great though.
And here's something I'm planning on checking out.
Static.
Yep, good old Static. I've heard many good things about, say, the character, and yep, I'd like to check out the character myself. Even though this is going to sort of like be a form of reboot version.
Yeah.
I really think if DC is going to do this, they should bring out trade paperbacks that cover this character, like of the older stuff. Why? Because I want to pick it up. I want to learn about this character.
Yeah, because the old show actually is fantastic. One of the best series that Dwayne McDuffie made, and that's his baby.
Yep, and not just through the Young Justice animated series. I want to pick this up legit. Take my money, DC. I'm asking for the original stuff.
Yeah, because that TV show actually was made by Dwayne McDuffie, I think from the DD anime crew.
Yeah,
and they actually helped me that show.
Mm-hmm. Plus, the character looks a little bit more exciting to me, more than Black Lightning. Not that there's anything wrong with Black Lightning. I just like the way, like, as you can see here in the visuals of how he can use his power. And I've not really seen anything like that used from Black Lightning, even though I do like Black Lightning in The Outsiders. Static on his own looks really appealable.
Yep.
And of course, we've got, I think, the cover for the second issue
with Hot Streak.
Yeah.
Who's Hot Streak? Basically, he's stuck at the boy at the who attacked them at the from I thought about the straight backstory. Basically, short he basically started boy. Then he got powers, and then he went nuts. Wow. And what they want to get rid of him, what the Static TV show.
All right. Well, I'm glad you know more about it than me. And this is one reason why I do have interest towards the character. Yeah. Not only that, also hearing good things from people who've actually read on the character, which have also really helped. Icon and Rocket, not all too worried about it. I'm happy to miss it, but hey, I hope whoever picks it up really enjoys the series.
I have no comment because I don't know. Okay, I know who I gained from Young Judge TV show. Rocket, I don't know if it's Young Judge TV show. That's it. I don't know the history.
All right. With this,
the only magic I know is Static, and that's from Static Show TV show.
Yeah, that's about the same thing for myself because Static is sort of like one character that I got to know through the Young Justice animated, and that's the character of interest that
I actually got to run more stuff in the Static Shock TV show, not just Young Justice, but that Static Shock TV show was one of my favorite shows growing up, and that show introduced me to the Dakotaverse.
That's awesome.
Granted, I never got a chance to read those comics, but I did just kind of love my talker. Anyways.
All right, starting to move on to the next and the interior art. I would have liked to have seen some interior art for Static, actually.
Same.
It's a bit of a pity that they don't show it here. Next thing, not really interested in.
The Conjuring, either prequel comics. What, my bad? Skip them. You're not missing much. They're ain't horror comics. And here's the thing: those things will catch the movie. Ha! They won't. They won't catch the movie because prequel comics are always scams. Spread the movie tie-in. Oh, whatever. Next.
Suicide Squad.
Get Joker. It's a Black Label book. It's
Yep.
from Brian Adderell.
I probably won't be getting it, but I think they might have done the right thing in putting Alex Maleev on it.
The argument amazing, but the story itself, yeah, no comment. Well, yeah, it's a Black Label story, so who knows? It won't affect anything. It'll be non-canon. Doesn't matter. So who knows? Next.
Yep. Batman Catwoman special.
Don't care. It's from Tom King.
Okay, this is something I am interested in picking up because I'm hoping to learn more about the character. And this is the Batman Secret Files, Huntress.
Yep.
If they're really smart with this, they could also include one thing that I really enjoy looking for in comics, and that's comic references, even if it's like linking to first appearance to even last appearance.
Yep.
And that makes it really helpful, especially for the reader, especially if I'm the reader. Oh. What is it? I think I've got a Fool's Gold review coming out this week too.
Oh yeah, the Signal. I can't remember that he's still a thing. It could do comments.
This is one I'll be getting as well. Even though I do know one of his early appearances was in a Batman run, but this is before he went to We Are Robin and Robin War.
Crap. Yeah. Like, Real Robin was a bad experiment that made no sense, and Robin War was a stupid card that made no sense. They're both garbage. F those stories.
Yeah, I do agree it was bad, but I think it also brings across an interesting point. We Are Robin.
Yeah, like, bad execution.
True, it might have been badly written, but I think in some essence it also works on how many times can you duplicate a character.
Yeah, you can't. Too many.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait.
And this is where a good question comes up. Is it okay to literally multiply a character X amount of times? So looking at it from just a slightly different angle, in sort of like critical plus maybe analytical. Of course, we've got Justice League Infinity here. I know we were talking about We Are Robin there. Yeah, I mentioned Blue and Gold I won't be getting. But you know what? I hope Dan Jurgens has a real fun time writing this. Seeing his name is on it.
Yeah.
And
well, it's Booster Gold, and that's it, baby.
Yep, and I want to give a big thank you to Dan Jurgens as well, who helped me get a hold of my first Booster Gold hardcover trade.
Nice.
Through it, he let me know that there was a trade being released on his character, sort of like covering his early beginnings, and for that I was able to contact my LCS and add it to the list. It's sitting in my pile, waiting to be read. Justice League Infinity. Like the cover here, actually. I like both covers. Even though I'm not collecting it, I think this would be really nice to collect in trade.
Yep. It's a continuation of the anime series, and I'm on board for that. I love that show, and we're continuing of that series. So I'm probably gonna pick it up.
Yep. Next Shazam.
Connection.
I think if I'm
Surely.
going to pick this up, I think I'd rather get it in trade because there's only 4 issues.
This gives me no hope. You could cut them out. Had gone through enough hell already.
Yeah.
Stop and make it worse. To make it 10 times worse. The normal family, they lost their powers. Why? What? Why the hell are we just bring the Marvel family again? Stop it, DC. Let the Marvel family recut them all. Ugh.
Exactly. All right, moving on to the next one, Batman Fortnite. I hope whoever's getting it is enjoying it. We've got Christos Gage on it. In fact, I don't mind some of Christos Gage's writing.
I really do love his work. Even Space Spider-Man was Space Spider-Man good. Granted, that suit ended badly because it ended with Doc having to deal with Mephisto, but fuck it, they had to. We had the time to get hell again. We're doing a villain. What time are we gonna deal with Mephisto and get about his old body? But one time, but he can make always care about how to deal with it. We don't care what Marvel. We're making a villain. Fine. I'm gonna make him a villain my way. Okay. And then turn the villain again. Wow! Congratulations! You can make Dogga a complete equipment better. Thank you, Marvel. Thanks.
Well,
that was a complicated part of Marvel bullshit.
Yeah. One thing of Christos Gage that I've read here is actually something that he did at Valiant. And that was Ninjak or Ninja K.
Yeah.
And he did like 3 volumes there, and I really liked what he wrote. He really respected the previous material, which is really good. I liked how the story went in even sort of like addressing some characters. Whether they were new or old, I don't know. But you know what? I liked what was delivered in the story.
I don't Ninjak, so no comment.
Yeah. It's worth picking up.
I did this though. That crossroads was with the Batman fight at the Snake Eye and G.I. Joe.
Yeah, that looks really awesome, actually.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
I'd rather wait for this to come in trade paperback if I want to get it.
Yeah.
The Batman Fortnite.
Yeah, it's a hardcover, so I probably will get that. I think maybe.
Then we've got the next hardcover.
Don't care. I don't care about that thing. Next.
Not interested.
YA novel. No. Next.
Again, not interested in it.
Even though I really love Jessica Cruz, I have no comment.
Yeah. Again, another one, not of interest.
Yes. Megan Vampire. I'm not reading Megan Vampire.
Okay.
I love Scott Snyder, but I'm not calling Megan Vampire.
Okay, finally, in the Batman. If it's one thing I'll actually want to point out here, as I also brought it up to you on a comment on one of your reviews that you did on your channel, is that it feels like they're fast pacing a lot of this.
Yeah, they're kind of future state.
Yeah.
Why? I don't care about future state. I want to go away.
So do I. Like a lot of the things that were in future state, it looks like they're speeding it up. In the Batman, Detective Comics, Action Comics, you can see it because you practically told us what was going to happen in the future state.
Their futures all jacking shit and don't mean nothing. What if you want fast paced the future state crap? Fine, fast forward them. I'm all for that, but I don't want them to connect to always that dark future. Not if you're all garbage. You're all garbage anyway. Tina Cameron's future was crap. Flash future state was garbage. Superman future state was actually Superman future state could be messed. So none made sense in the books. And Supergirl died in future state. John was an idiot in future state. Clark was been in World, but we can't future. We all can't go to that dark future, kind of, sort of. Lois was Actually, to tell you the truth, we have no idea where Rose was in the future state.
I did like the Catwoman by Ram V, and I didn't mind what I read of Swamp Thing, which I believe he also did. But
Swamp Thing
again,
is good.
yeah, like I said, they're not on my list, but I would consider picking them up in trade.
Yeah. The Robin book I think was interesting. The Robin book I think was good.
Yeah.
Confusing, but yeah, it was an interesting ending. Judge Street was interesting.
Yeah. Next is Batman Superman. Well, I'm going to collect this whilst the storytelling's good, but if it starts to fall away in storytelling, this is going to end up off my list.
Yeah.
Nothing against
I
the
it's great.
if anything, I did enjoy what Yang did on the Terrifics.
Yeah, Trailer was a great
That
series.
was really fun, especially towards the end of it. And one thing I really need to do is get all of the trade paperbacks for the Terrifics, but
Yeah.
also double check to make sure that I don't get double of the item.
Yeah.
Because
it was the only book that survived the New Age of Heroes. All the other New Age of Heroes books are canceled.
yeah. Batman Reptilian, something again, I'd probably rather wait to collect in trade.
Same.
Batman Adventures Continue. Both of these I'm actually collecting.
Batman
Detective, also collecting because Tom Taylor's on the title.
Yep.
Urban Legend.
Urban Legend, which contains 4 stories. It contains the weathered story, if I remember correctly. It contains the Batgirl, actually, which is the
I'll zoom it up a bit.
Brown. Grifter, I'll give him a Grifter. He's so boring. I want him to go away.
Don't forget, one on Tim Drake as well.
Yep.
They really need to find something for him to do. Like, even bring him back as Red Robin, but don't friggin' make him immortal. I think that is fucking stupid.
Yeah, that was stupid. If you just say crap. Which I don't think they're doing that story.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Catwoman, thank goodness. I'm not collecting the title.
No comment. I don't read Catwoman, don't care. Next.
One of our favorites. Yay! And it's still on my list to collect both the regular trade press, and I actually really like the look of this trade press.
Same. The cover is so cute.
For this issue, it is fantastic. And then we've got the variant. Even the variant's really good too.
Both covers are great.
Yeah. See if I can zoom it up a little bit higher. That is incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that rogues gallery in there.
Two-Face. That's great.
That is so cool. Who does that variant?
Yeah.
Who does that variant? Nick Bradshaw. Oh, that is incredible. Thanks, Nick. I look forward to collecting it.
Even the main cover is pretty cool.
That is awesome. We've got Clayface, Two-Face, Harley, Manta, Joker, Lobo, Cheetah. Is that all of them?
I think they're Black Manta.
Yeah, I saw Black Manta.
I think that all of them.
Yeah, that is incredible. That might be one of my favorite covers from this.
Yeah.
I'll wait until I've got them all.
The main cover also cool too. I really like the main cover. The Super Chance.
The trade press one for it actually suits it because of the character that they're up against. Checkmate.
Need to bend this book.
I'll be picking this up, of course.
I
won't.
won't.
Gold category.
No, can't wait for it. This series is gonna be crap. Because this dude was reviving. Why? No one gets a damn revival. Reviving is stupid character who's boring. Go away.
Yes. Then there's crime.
Oh, fun fact about Checkmate. Checkmate also connected to Justice League.
Oh, how lovely.
Great. Wonderful.
Oh, yes.
I
remember
on my brain.
Yeah.
I don't care about reviving.
We'll be able to address it when we get there.
Yeah.
Of course, this is a crime syndicate.
We just actually
making an appearance.
Oh yeah, the black trooper from Superman Lord show, which correct me if I'm wrong. They're doing the whole Alexander Luthor thing from Crime Syndicate from Earth 3. Because the black troopers from Superman Lord. Did that mean that the show Superman Lord is connected to Earth 3? Because that's kind of interesting, kind of confusing. I don't know. As far as that's concerned, I don't care. Because I don't care about Crime Syndicate. I'm burnt out with them. I've seen them too many times. They died in Dark Side World I'm happy with. Came out Bendis' crap made no sense. Then came out again in oh yeah, they came out in the whole perpetual stuff.
They up in Future State too, so
I mean they did jump in that book. Why? Oh yeah, they were in tubes. Which is weird.
Yeah. Next one, Crush and Lobo. One not on my list. Like the cover though.
The cover's cool, but I don't care about Crush. She's not bad kidder, but I don't care about Hourglass crap. Then again, Hourglass not writing that book. It's Mika Tamagi, so maybe good, but who knows?
I got to have a read of the latest issue of Detective Comics, and I'd have to say her second issue was way better than her first. Let's hope she can keep that up.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to see that thrown onto the Fool's Gold list. Or not show up on any reviews at all. Of course, the next one after that, the beginning of the next arc, Bruce Wayne behind bars. Haven't we seen this?
Yes, we have more than once. I lost count. No comment.
Future State Gotham, though you might not
have a Future State. I want to go away. Granted, Josh Wayne's a good writer, so maybe he could make that thing good.
Yeah. By what I've heard, whether it's actually accurate or not, is that this might be done sort of like in black and white.
Okay. That's an interesting idea.
Now, whether that's actually accurate or not, like when it comes out on the day, it could actually be in color, not in black and white for the story. We've got art by, I can't even make out that name. I'd probably end up butchering it.
Janet.
Yeah, especially that surname.
What much can fun? What can Matt the Map is going to move one in the next Batman that the future Batman continues to detonate showdown made well by the horde of psychopath criminals want to kill him both find the new Goblin villain Warmonger read himself. Who? Who's Warmonger?
No idea. It sounds like it could be a very new character. I hope you didn't get the idea of Brian Michael Bendis.
Like, I don't know why we could Future State. Stupid future.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Actually, I think if they were going to do Future State, if I were to sort of criticize it in a way to which it could be changed and worked, they could make it like Gotham Beyond or Batman Beyond or Justice League Beyond. But
That's not a bad idea. We'll be all for that.
Future State as sort of like DC Beyond.
That's not a bad idea. That actually would work because it would give more Batman Beyond content.
Yeah.
The Batman Beyond got canceled.
And one good thing that they'd be able to do with it is that they'd be able to sort of like focus one arc on one character in the area of the future state. They could focus on, say, a group arc as well. So you could get like the whole Justice League of the future. Then you could like cover both female and male characters, including the Wonder Woman of the future. Even if it is the same Wonder Woman that we know, who is Diana Prince,
Y'all for?
Yeah. I think that would actually appeal way better than what they've actually done.
Heck, it's what you do Batman Beyond future again. Bring back any John Kent. Let the John get from Superman Beyond with Damon Wayne.
Yeah,
I will go for that. That would be cool.
Exactly. I would love to see even a Super Sons Beyond.
That would be cute.
I think that would be great. Like seeing those characters older, but with their own kids, who are now sort of like the next in line as the Super Sons.
That would be adorable. I would have been out for that.
That would be so cool. Hey, good to see you, Duff Pen Manga and Comics. I hope you're doing well. I hope I'm not too late in picking up your or pointing out your hello fellas to us. Green Lantern, it's not in my run.
It's in with Teen Lantern and the Green Lantern in the future. Okay, I have many questions. One, how did Foster think we were gonna get to the present? Why is she here? Last time I said once she's in the future in Far Sector, I'm confused. Teen Lantern, fine. You want to make that character anything? Go for it. We can make her something worth reading. But Far Sector? That is confusing. That doesn't make it. I thought she was in the future. I'm confused.
I want to say one thing as well, especially on the character of Teen Lantern. The time that I really got to like the character, and you'd be surprised of all things, was actually in the Future State story that they covered on her.
Oh yeah, when she lost her power into the logo.
More relatable. I liked what they did with her. They actually put Callie, I think it is, through like some tests on Mogo. And I thought that was really good because in it she had to sort of like face her fears. And you'd think with that they'd probably bring in someone like Sinestro, but sure enough he wasn't there, like the face or the help face the fears side of things. But if anything, it's sort of like was done to face her own fears, to bring herself to having a stronger will to use the gauntlet. That I liked. That I really liked because the character had to become vulnerable in order to feel better and more acceptable. And I really think it worked for the character. And okay, I did get to check out the first issue of Green Lantern, but it felt like maybe you should have gone this way with her character instead of this way, because the way Fawn did it, I didn't like. I really didn't like it, I'm afraid to say. It felt too Mary Sue-ish. You paid no attention, and that's why Green Lantern won't be on the list.
Yeah. Honestly, you know, but Green Lantern, I got issue 1. I felt confused. I didn't care. Whatever. Maybe it'll get better. We'll see. About Green Lantern, I don't care. Whatever. Next. Oh yeah, Harley Quinn. Don't care. Next.
Plus new villain coming in. Not interested. Infinite Frontier. I'll be getting these. By Joshua Williamson. Interesting to see what's happening here.
Who is the new Black Lantern? Best guy is Roy Harper. Why? Because he died in the zombie death metal, so it probably makes sense for him to be the new Black Lantern.
Very possible. Then we've got Justice League. Wonderful Fool's Gold material.
Oh, good. You should be going clear with that book. That book with the drum is insane. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're bringing the Hawks back. Wait a second. That makes no sense. Because that Empire was destroyed at the death metal. Why they? Oh wait, but they even got rebooted at the death metal.
I think one has to ask, how many retcons can we expect in DC Comics?
At this point, I lost count. Everything needed to do, everything in Retcon City.
Actually, maybe they should have a city called Retcon City.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And of course, 65. And by the way this is coming out, it looks like it's coming out twice a month now.
Yeah, and that's
really good for me, especially if I want to get a lot of Fool's Gold up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, as I said before, that book can checkmate.
Yeah.
Oh, goody. Look at you reviving again. You are reviving. Oh, wait, no, it's done. Reviving the awful kid who made no sense. Like, mug sharp, get bullshit reasons.
Yep. Let's do a Brian Michael Bendis story to which we, make none of the characters trustworthy ever again.
Because reasons.
Not like we've fucking seen that before by other writers.
Oh. Yeah.
Justice League, Last Ride by Chip Zdarsky. I really hope this turns out really well for those who'll be picking it up.
Well, it is a Elseworld story.
Yeah.
And I love Chip Zdarsky. He's a great writer. So, I'll probably pick him when I can trade.
Yep. Next thing, Legends of the Dark Knight. I'll be getting this. Probably won't be getting any of the variants.
No comment.
But it's by Derek Robertson. Mr. Miracle, based on Shiloh. Maybe what they should do is call it Shiloh Norman, Mr. Miracle.
Yeah.
The Source of Freedom. Of course, another terrible reboot. Nightwing with Tom Taylor. Can't wait to collect this. This I'll be getting the regular. Finally. Robin, the one I want to talk about. And whilst we're here, I'd be able to talk about. I did finally get my review up for it. It will be coming out this Friday or Thursday. I really enjoyed the beginning of it.
Mm-hmm.
The end, not so much. I think the end could have been done in a way to sort of like homage something that Damian Wayne has done before. You remember what happened in the Lazarus contract?
Yeah. And the other kind that he killed basically Wally West to basically bring Hart back to start Deathstroke. Deathstroke basically went nuts. He tried to win Speed Force. That failed. And then Deathstroke quit being Deathstroke. And then when it fought Kid Flash joined at the Deathstroke team. Then that team fell apart because Deathstroke jerk. And then Power Gold, I think, died in that series. Okay, the new 52 Power Gold, Tony Spear, got trapped in another dimension. I don't know how Power Gold got so confused. I don't know how to do. Actually, I'm gonna say Power Gold, that kid never got resolved in the Deathstroke series.
Yeah. Well, one thing I did sort of like in that, and in it, I do sort of like agree with Damien's actions in sort of like trying to stop what Deathstroke was doing.
Yeah.
And not only that, what Dick didn't really help the situation, where he should have been more open about the contract, like with the whole team. That is understandable, but those characters did end up making amends. So both Dick and Damien did make amends.
Yep.
Even though Damien did what he did to attempt to stop Deathstroke in it, I thought what they could have done with Flatline is have Flatline do exactly what Damien did to the Flash, or the Kid Flash in that Teen Titans, which they went to in the past. Which I think would be Wally West. And I think that would have been good because, yes, in technicality, he does die, but after a few minutes, like when she could initiate another strike to bring him back to life.
But no, we didn't even get hardcore. Literally after that,
therefore it would
combat.
Yeah, so therefore it would slightly show Damien, in some essence, the dangers of his own strikes. Like when experiencing his own strikes firsthand. And I think that would have been more impactful to what they actually did in the end. That is my only gripe and only criticism.
I really like what they did today in that issue because, damn, that was brutal and dark and I've never seen that.
Yes, it was a very brutal ending. What happened there?
Like Mortal Kombat.
I'm looking forward to collecting these and the covers. I don't mind this cover here, but we've got Jorge Corona back again. And if you remember, Jorge Corona also did some work on Super Sons.
Yay!
Which we reviewed.
Yep.
Before it was changed to Evan Stanley.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what the art will look like too. I think he captured Damien all right. Wasn't 100% the best, but I think he caught it all right. I'm really hoping that he'll clean it up for this.
Yep.
Okay, moving on to the next.
Rorschach.
Again,
I don't care about Watchmen sequel.
You're not on my list. You're on my weakest link list.
Yeah, I'm done with Watchmen. Stop using Watchmen. Let it die. You told us it would do that car. We don't need even Watchmen sequels.
Then there's this Ruby Justice League.
I don't care.
Wonder Woman, Sensational Wonder Woman.
That's part of the Ditto series.
More Tom King. I'm not interested in picking up. I think there's only one more issue after that one.
I'm probably going to get on trade or go to Hoopla. So I can just, read it there.
Suicide Squad, something else not on my list.
Wait, go up. Target Crime Syndicate. Fuck! So that thing ain't in the future state.
Yep.
Why? Why did everybody try to get the future state?
Like I said, it feels like they're speeding it up or fast pacing to that event because goodness knows what they've got planned for after that.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they're sort of like trying to draw to that. Okay, we've got something planned for after what was seen in Future State. But the problem is, why the fuck revisit it?
Yeah. Why did it be the end of Future? They all sucked. Don't give you just the future. And that's it.
All right. they should have just moved forward from it. They could have even done something like a news report type scenario, or actually even cover a movie on TV, to which the movie is called Future State.
That's not a bad idea. I would have been all for that.
And then bring that over into the Infinite Frontier.
Yeah. Or having real partial features, or features that don't exist. They don't matter.
Yeah, so in that it would work a little bit more easier. And in that instance as well, it would sort of work with Grant Morrison's Multiversity, if anyone's read that.
Mm-hmm.
And I have actually read it, and there's a bloody lot to it. And when
I read some of it, I felt confused. Like, no, not for me.
Hey, there's a face I haven't seen for a long time. Michael Brent, how you going?
Oh, Michael.
Hey, everybody, I'm here. What kind of comic books are you guys talking about? Well, talking about DC Comics.
More
and the Solicitations, Michael Brent, if you're still around. So, really good to see you. It's been a while. And, of course, I know it's been a while since I've had a live stream on the channel. All right. Of course, we've got
Woman Tomorrow. This is a Tom King book.
Again, this is something I'm not really interested in picking up. In fact, I've liked the Mark and Draco Supergirl of what I read of it.
I only have one question about Woman Tomorrow. What is it taking place after the World War stuff, or is it still in the World War stuff?
All right. Let's see what we can find out.
After the song concluded, lad is the Supergirl and her new friend, Lafayette. I can't pronounce that. Find themselves with no one to pursue crime. Murders King's agent each moment fugitive moment free. The more being whatever. Condemned to go to die by his hand. No time to lose or hurt but now talk about the unit of old passing away by comic bus. What? You know what? I don't care about this thing. This sounds stupid.
I know.
Why is he going about the space? Again.
No idea.
On Earth.
Tom King be like, I got a great idea. Let's destroy this family.
What's that Supergirl go to space? Again. With last time go door.
Yeah, we've heard that idea before. You did it with the Batman run that you were on.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's happening with a Superman or a super character. Superman
and Blue is in Void series.
Yeah. This is something I'll be getting. But I'll just be getting the regulars. And this has officially found itself off my list.
Teen Academy.
Yep.
I don't care. I don't care what that's it. Issue 2 broke me. Like, what? With a love triangle back at Nightmare and stop it? Why? Stop adding love triangles.
I haven't even...
Also, the Mr. Red X find the Suicide Squad.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you're going to call the Suicide Squad. Why? I don't want crossover. This is a bad idea. Who wants that?
Yeah, it's something that I pointed out when we heard about, I think it was issue 2 or issue 3.
Issue 2.
In regards to this, having to do with the crossover or the beginning of the crossover. It's just way too early. They've not given any of the new characters time to breathe. And they're just playing it on market value in name of Red X. Sorry, you're going to lose your audience, and one of the audience members is me. One of those readers.
Also, no new character engine, they're all boring. Like, if you want to see the Academy, fine. But here's a great idea, DC. Why haven't you got big character we all don't love? There's been walking in the Academy. For God's sake, there's going to super to be in the Academy. That would be fun.
And if I want to point out something else as well, I don't really like the cover that much. Both covers.
Yeah, both are not great. No comment.
Like, the Dreaming cover looks more exciting.
And I don't read dreaming at all.
Nor do I.
But we thought that was interesting. Telling the comedy looks like boring. Like who's Red X? I don't care. I don't care who Red X. And the TV show, man, it's a mystery and there's no answer. That's really cool.
Yeah.
This new Red X is not even so boring.
Exactly. Starting to move on to the Flash, another one that's not in my run or not in my comic list.
Here's the thing.
I really hope
Flash is actually really, really good.
I do like the idea which they sort of proposed in regards to the character of Wally West, sort of like traveling in parts of time to which he sort of has to. He almost sounds like a bit of a time repairman.
Quantum leap. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's very quantum leapish, and I think that would really work well presently for the character until he's able to come back to, say, the Titans, if we ever get to see that title again.
Well, okay. Wait. Go. Wait. Leaving Patrick State behind and waiting in the future, why would you return at Central City Scotch Pizza? Oh, thank God, he's finally going back at the Central City. Thank God for that. Now we know what his wife and the two children. Former kids will begin a new chapter in his life. But one could remember the same life friendship event may make him a hero, but don't pay the bill looking for an old friend made up just to the right job with Blue Collar 7. Wait, so you got Warrior team is Heatwave? Okay. You know what? Fine. Go for it. That sounds like a cool idea. In theory. I'm just happy Warrior is back in the city, protecting the city. And if you have to fight Heatwave, that sounds fun. But it's really women kids. Thank fucking God. No quality bullshit. We're done with that crap.
No appearance of the variant cover, which would be nice to see. I don't mind the trade dress of what we see here. Mm-hmm. But it would be nice to see the variant. The Joker, another one I'm not collecting. No, maybe I might pick up that issue because he does reunite with the kids and family. Yeah. But it will be just for that one issue.
I agree with that.
A lot of fair variants here.
Joker's actually pretty good because it's more like gore and trying to try Joker. Actually, it's a good story.
Yeah.
But I have a story Joker's first night, Arkham revealed. I don't care about that story. I care more the main plot, not a flashback.
Yep.
Comments. Second son.
Batman's second son.
Don't care.
This guy shouldn't be Batman. But you know what? If you really want to give this guy a character, let alone a character name, I'd say change his costume up and call him the Iron Knight of Gotham.
Wait, is that like Batwing?
Batwing is Batwing's costume's a little bit more different, to which he's able to like literally fly in his costume with the Wayne tech. But I reckon what they could do here with this particular Fox, or they could even call him the Iron Fox. That's another one too. And in that, he could be one to sort of like one who covers the ground, and then you've got the other Lucius Fox son that sort of like covers the air. So you've got air support as well as ground support. And I think that could, in its own way, create sort of like a new comic book run out of it. You could call it Sons of the Fox. And it's about Lucius Fox and his family. Hey, it doesn't mean they might not do it.
Night Sergeant on the lake. I don't care.
Yeah,
I heard this universe. No comment.
I didn't enjoy the Ridley stuff. As we know, he worked on, say, the next Batman. I didn't like it that much.
I can't defeat the state, so I don't care.
He did actually grab my attention with the Superman story he did in the Red and Blue. Now, I think if there were some small changes in it, that story would be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And that is like one area that he did grab my attention, that I thought, okay, maybe he can do a good story. But this is just one that I've read of his that I think is okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take more than one before I say, okay, I'm enjoying this, I'm enjoying this, I'm enjoying this, I'm enjoying this of his, la 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 la. This continues. Then we've got Swamp Thing.
Issue 5. No comment. I don't read Swamp Thing. I did hear the series good, so we'll see.
Oh.
Truth and Justice. Hey, David.
I want to get this.
It actually was cute.
Mm-hmm. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
And I thought, I want to get it because, number one, finally we get to see something nice around Damien's character. A freaking birthday.
Yeah.
Well, if they're going to do this, they better put bloody John in there.
Agreed.
All right? It would make the best birthday present ever.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're really going to do it, like, really good, even for us Super Sons readers, make it so when this party happens, we get de-aged John King.
Agreed. Wait.
It's got to be de-aged.
Yeah, before the God,
not the present one we see, but de-aged.
Yeah, I give it all judgment, but damn it.
Yeah, and you will see Super Sons readers, like myself and others, go and buy this in bulk, to which there'll probably be a need of a second or possibly even a third printing.
Mm-hmm.
You hear that, DC? It's just missing that one thing. So make sure it's got it in there.
Yep.
Like, I'm also thinking of maybe picking up the one that covers Jason Todd. But this has now got me more excited because it's covering
other plans.
Story by Andrew Aiden, pencils by Junie Barr, inks by Junie Barr, cover by Junie Barr. Okay, so they practically do it. 40 pages overall. I'm not worried about that. Just make sure they're great pages, great story.
Yep.
It's Damian Wayne's birthday, and the Bat family throws him a surprise party in the Bat Cave. But it seems someone has other plans, as a pair of Hittite deities crash the party. Now, anyone who doesn't understand where the Hittites come from, they're a part of the Middle East. So, in that, it sort of links with Damien's character. So, that's very well thought of. I like how they've sort of like applied that to this. Robin's battle with Tahun and Araniti takes him on a wild ride all the way to Budapest. So we're going to get a lot of traveling in here.
Yep.
All right, that'll be really interesting, and I hope they bring that across really well too as to how he will be traveling. Will he be going in a Batwing? or a Robin wing.
Yeah.
And ultimately leading him to his grandfather, Ra's al Ghul. As Batman wages a battle to rescue his son, Damien, I love that. Damien is left to ponder his life-altering question to choose immortality and stand at his grandfather's side. Well, this was sort of visited once again with Teen Titans, first arc, Benjamin Percy. But okay, we'll see how you go with it this time around. I think the writer might have forgotten that, or maybe they got inspired from that story and wanted to do another story that revolved the same question. Damien is left to pondering life-altering question: choose immortality and stand at his grandfather's side, or choose mortality and continue alongside his father. Well, we all know it should be the latter because without it, we wouldn't have the Super Sons. And this variant isn't too bad. Looking at this cake, that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. All right, moving on to the next Wonder Girl. Eros, friend or foe? And this is covering Yara Floor.
Yeah. I love it to get Georgia Dwayne and Future State. That was the one good Future State book out of all Future State crap that came out of Future State. That it was fun. So you know what? I'm going to check this out.
I do admit Joelle Jones did do a really nice story covering Yara Floor. About my only criticism that I did have with it was having to do when she went into the underworld in the first issue. It pointed it out as Gehenna, which Gehenna is actually a Jewish term. And I even pointed that out in my Fool's Gold review that I did of it. And it felt like it didn't hold to what it was actually meant to be holding to.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it did bring in sort of like some elements connected to the Greek gods or the Greek pantheon, having to do with Hades. I think that would have been way better with it if they sort of like kept the area sort of like as Hades, but also add in the elements that are connected to her past, which would link to, say, some of the gods of Brazil. I think that would be a little bit more, better for the character, a little bit more accurate as well. Apart from that, the story was all right. Next, we've got Wonder Woman 775.
No comment.
Becky Cloonan.
I tried with Wonder Woman. I felt confused, so I don't care.
Well, I believe that her adventure is taking place in
North of Vardy in Valhalla.
Yeah. So practically the Viking lands, wherever they went, or a lot of the Norse mythology. Like the cover here, probably won't be picking it up. Wonder Woman, black and gold.
Pass. No comment.
Looney Tunes, not in my list. Mad, not in my list. Batman, Scooby-Doo, not in my list. And then, of course, we've got Absolute Kirby, Volume 2. Love the cover. and the display case for it.
Nope. No comment.
80 Years of Aquaman.
Yeah.
Collected edition. Hey, as long as it's got some Dan Abnett in there, I'd consider picking it up. See, we've got some Jeff Johns. Maybe it might include it, but it might be some stuff towards the end.
Yeah.
Batman Adventures, Cat Got Your Tongue. I probably won't grab that. Some Bronze Age Batman. Something I've not picked up yet. My only criticism with some of this, though, of what they're showing in regards to the trades, is that they should be a little bit more accurate, as in pointing out if these trades are soft cover trade paperback or hardcover trade. That's the only thing that's missing. I like the idea of it. Now, I know this Bronze Age one is most likely possibly hardcover, but I could be wrong, but it could turn out to be soft cover trade.
Well, it said omnibus, so it's probably hardcover.
Yeah.
What about deluxe
We've
edition?
got the deluxe editions. Now, I know that some of these deluxe editions can be hard, but they can also be soft cover. Again, it's not pointed out here if it's actually soft or hard cover, where it should be.
Does it collect the entire story, or does it collect only one half of the story, like 90 hours?
Yeah.
Because if it collects just one half of the story, then that's a rip off. But then in 90 hours, the only good thing came out of that 90 hours with the main Batman book, that the tiny 90 hours sucked. Doing the tiny with the love story.
I'll just pause here for a moment. My friend's got another question for us. Ever read Mega Man and the Sonic Arch comics? I've not read Sonic, but there was a Mega Man comic that I did read. Mega Man.
I read the crossover inside of Mega Man. That crossover was fun.
Yeah, there was a Mega Man comic that was called Mega Man Fully Charged. Came out through Boom Studios. I collected all 6 issues, and I do plan on getting the softcover trade. I've already let my LCS practically know that already because of how much I actually enjoyed the story. I liked what they did with the characters. It's also connected to an animated series to which they did
I could go with that thing.
Yeah, being the Mega Man Fully Charged. And for what it was, that actual animated series, it was quite good. Yeah, you could see that none of the characters were perfect. And that's fine. It's good that none of them were perfect. But you got to see him make or learn to make the right decisions in situations where it was important, including near the end. This Mega Man Fully Charged series was really good in the essence that it showed a lot of character growth between Aki, who is Mega Man, and of course his brother. And that was really interesting, but you still got to see how they've got very different views between each other. Then there's the sister.
Whoa.
That was really nice. And there's the doctor, who was also the father.
The sister Lol, is it her or the new character?
I think it might have been a new character, but I did enjoy the series. But definitely check it out. Then we've got Batman Year Zero. So this is looking to some Scott Snyder. Also,
Collecting one banner for the first time.
Yeah, no, Scott Snyderverse, not the Snyderverse.
Oh yeah, I remember Zero. Yeah, now I remember that thing. That thing is the prequel to Batman with the New 52. And that's how that book turned out. Battery. Julia made no sense. What the fuck? The title crap.
Then we've got the DC poster portfolio by Jim Lee.
That could all resume.
Yeah, which would cover probably a lot of his characters that he's covered in the past, to covers as well. Of course, the metal portfolio.
Yeah, posters.
Deathstroke. Now, I think this would be good to have. And it looks like it's covering the Rebirth by Christopher Priest. I didn't mind the Rebirth by Christopher Priest.
I love that series. But then when I bought the Adam Glass book, that's when I went to ship and get fuck. Doesn't necessarily get good. It called the Adam Glass. That's when I went to hell. Okay. And then that's what died. Okay. Even though then he came back to life. Even though I got shot in the head.
It's a pity it's not in trade paperback, because I'd pick it up. Because there's no way that this would be in trade.
Yeah.
It would be in hardcover.
It's $150. Screw that. I'm not paying $150 for that. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till that place goes down. I'm not paying $150. Screw that.
Very expensive. But it does have a lot in it. But it's all Rebirth related.
Yep.
We've got the Titans, so we've got Lazarus Contract in there,
which is good.
Special. One arc that they should sort of point out in here, which I don't see in here,
is the Terminator's Agenda, which is a sequel to Not Good.
Yeah, there is that. Terminus Agenda. It's Deathstroke issues 1 to 50. So that means it would include the Batman versus Deathstroke arc.
Oh yeah, that arc. I could bug off my memory. Fables, no comment.
Don't really collect the series anyway. This if it was in trade paperback, but there's no way I could see this in trade. It would be in hard. Fourth World Omnibus by Jack Kirby. That looks freaking amazing. I would want to pick it up, but again, it would have to be on hiatus until I was able to pick it up. Gotham City Monsters.
Don't care.
I think that this is the one that covers Batwoman, or the character Batwoman also in it. And there's Hellraiser, another character that I don't really follow, but damn, done pretty well to cover 25.
I love Constantine, but Hellraiser, want to see I'm never going to do. Hellraiser is a good series.
Actually, this is a good question. Even to those who are watching this live stream, those who like the character of Constantine, do you prefer him better in
Vertigo
or in DC Comics?
I see Vertigo.
And I think that's a fair question, because if I was to say, or if I was interested in picking up, in learning more about Constantine, where would you suggest that I go to? Would I be better to go to, say, the DC version of him or the Vertigo version of him?
I say go with Vertigo.
I'll take that in mind. Ever played Kid Icarus, Uprising, or Hyperdimension? No, I've not played any of those, Brent. What Michael?
No comment.
Justice League Dark. I heard that this was one of the best things that sort of like came out of this.
Mm-hmm.
And I do like the idea of it. Then we've got the Starman Compendium, Volume 1. This looks really cool to grab. Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. But this will be when it was actually Clark Kent as that Superboy.
Not John, but thank God.
And yes, of course, Satin Girl. Her character's changed a lot over the years. I didn't like her bloody appearance.
Wedding lad.
I didn't
Remember
like
me?
her appearance in the future state. She looks like she was hit by the friggin' ugly stick.
Wedding lad got weight change.
Riley Rosmo art. She looked like she'd been hit by the friggin' ugly stick.
Yeah. And Wedding lad got weight change to bring up black hair so in Ben's weekend, which
Yeah.
we know sense.
This
Why do you think Wedding lad waist?
this as well looks really nice to grab. Yeah, by the looks of it, this is sort of like covering the marriage of Superman with Lois Lane
Yep.
over the decades, and it looks really, really nice. Again, I can't quite. Oh, there we go. It points it out. Finally, one that decides to bloody point it out. It's in hardcover. Thank you. Why couldn't you do that with the rest of them? Like, I'm not a bloody mind reader, DC. Of course, we've got Swamp Thing, New Roots. And this looks like graphic novel.
No comment.
Sweet Tooth, The
We have
Return
a Netflix show.
by Jeff Lemire. Nice looking cover. And
Get
of course,
It was soundtrack.
yep, it's all LPs.
Nice.
Written by Scott Snyder. Pencils by Greg Capullo. What is this? This
issue featured all new cover by Dave Johnson. The showcase Batman, the band lied against the cover with a flexi single of the track Broken Dreams, including Batman Death Metal soundtrack. Oh yeah. No, I know. I know what this is. But again, it's kind of you have a soundtrack view with the book itself.
all right.
I think.
Oh, it's nice to see some of those making a return.
Yeah.
And quite a fair number of them too.
Yeah, like 3 of them.
That looks like something from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat inspired. That one.
How much do these cost?
Dark Knight. It doesn't actually say. Limited to 2,000 units.
Well, comic shops.
Comic shops. Shy. And that goes for all of them. 32 pages.
Yep.
And that's about all. Okay. Stop that. My goodness. Quite a bit there.
Yep.
Well, that's pretty much all for the first stop of the Solicitation Station, being DC Comics. Now, I'm wondering if I might want to do another live stream similar to this, but covering things like manga, other solicited comics. So therefore, even though this is the first episode for this, my next episode would probably cover any of the manga titles. But also taking into account that
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't wait over here. I need to sleep. So
Yeah, no problems. Thanks for joining me.
Anytime, man. I,
This broadcast is pretty much over anyway, or this episode pretty much over. So thanks to all who made it. I might see if I can try to get another one of these episodes up. I don't know how long the next one will be, because even though we're about an hour 30 in this for the moment. Thank you to all who made it, including Darth Pen, Michael Brent, if you're still around. Thank you for making it to the live stream. Good to have you around, and a big thanks to all other people who might make it after this live stream, because you're just as important as well. Those who want to check out Tevier Smolka can check him out on his channel, which is Tevier Smolka on YouTube. Did you want to share your Twitter details, or you just fine with?
Yeah, you can follow me either just on Facebook, Twitter, or follow me on Stardust and some website in the description, and join us on the certain thing, and see you next time. See ya.
See ya. And well, this is all for the Rainbow Press and Comics, the Solicitation Station stream. Until then, let's keep it colorful and have yourself an awesome day.